Hello to you, my fellow Gooners, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my preview for Arsenal versus Brighton, which is tomorrow night at the Emirates Stadium, 8 o'clock kickoff. Now, what do we know about Arsenal? Well, as we know, Freddie Ljungberg has took over as the interim coach. He got his first match at Norwich last time out, and it wasn't a bad game, but we still dropped 3 points with the 2-2 draw. Now, Freddie Ljungberg will be making his first debut as the Arsenal manager at the Emirates Stadium, and it'll be nice to see what home reception he gets. Now, Arsenal are currently 9th in the Premier League table with 19 points, and we are 7 points from 4th for the Champions League places. Arsenal are currently 6 matches in the Premier League without a win, and yeah, I don't know how long this is going to go on for. I'm waiting for Arsenal to get a win because I'm sick and tired of us keep drawing and keep losing. It's getting beyond a joke. And the only thing we've got to blame for that is our defence. It's that simple. The last time we actually played against Brighton was on the 5th of May of 2019 at home, and we drew 1-1. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing happens again. I really wouldn't. But Arsenal really, really do need a win. Now, in terms of the way the Premier League table is, in terms of the way, our performances and the results have gone, we are moving further away from the Champions League places, and Arsenal need to get in a proper replacement as soon as possible. Now, what do we know about Brighton at the moment? Well, Brighton are 16th in the Premier League table, and they've got 4 wins, 3 draws, and 7 losses at the moment. Now, Brighton's current form in the last 5 matches is 2 wins and 3 losses. They lost 2-1 away from home against Liverpool. They lost 2-0 at home to Leicester. They lost 3-1 against Man United away from home. They won 2-0 against West Ham at home, and they won 3-2 against Everton at home. But let's put it this way. Brighton, being away from home, they've actually been quite poor on the road and getting points. Now, in terms of looking at the other teams that have been able to go to Arsenal and get 3 points or get something out of it as a result, Brighton are going to feel quite encouraged by that. They're going to think, well, if everybody else can get a result at Emirates, then so can we. We've got nothing, they've got nothing to lose. That's the way they will look at it. Now, a key player for Brighton that Arsenal need to watch out for, and that is Lewis Dunk. He is a centre-back. Now, he's going to cause quite a threat in terms of set pieces from corners, free kicks, because of his aerial duos that he's won. Now, recently, Lewis Dunk scored at Old Trafford, and he also scored at Anfield. Now, a key stat that I will say about Lewis Dunk is that he scored 2 of Brighton's last 3 Premier League away goals across 6 matches. And I've been wanting Lewis Dunk at Arsenal for quite a while, and I highly rate him as a centre-back. And I think he's a type of centre-back that Arsenal do badly need. I mean, he's Premier League proven. Why not? I know Lewis Dunk has got a contract with Brighton. I think it's up until 2021. So it depends. If a good offer comes in, you never know. Brighton might just take it. I still reckon that this will be a tough match. Very, very tough. You only have to look at the previous meetings we've had against Brighton. We've hardly won the game. I think the last time we won the game against Brighton was back in 2017, I believe. So it is very, very tough. It's going to be tough against them. So with that said, I'm going to get into my predicted lineup for this game. I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation. I think this is the right formation to go with. And so let's get into it. So starting off in goal, and that is Bernd Leno. What do you want me to say about him? I think if it wasn't for him against Norwich, I think we would have lost that game against Norwich. He made some critical saves that kept us in the game. And if I'm not mistaken, Bernd Leno has made 59 saves this season in the Premier League, more than any other goalkeeper. And if you look at, if he's making 59 saves, you only have to look at where the problems are lying. It's the defence. So if it wasn't for him, I think we would be in banging trouble. So I'm going to go with Bert Leno. We're going to go to the back four into the defensive area. Starting off at right back, I'm going to go with Hector Bellerin. I know Bellerin hasn't played the past couple of games, and I believe that he's had a bit of an injury. But I think he'll be key for this game. I don't want Chambers at right back anymore. Because I think against Norwich he was a bit, ropey at times. I think Bellerin is a natural right back. I think he'll be able to come in and do the job, but he's lacking on a bit of pace. I think that's down to his injury that he recently had. So I'm hoping Bellerin will get up to speed and get up to his full potential that we know he's capable of doing. So I'm going to go with Hector Bellerin. We're going to go to the left-back position, and it's going to be Kieran Tierney. Now, for me, Tierney should be starting every game over Kolesnik, because I think Kolesnik against Norwich, he wasn't too bad in getting forward, and defensively, he was okay. But it was his lack of crossing. His crosses let him down. Whereas if it was Kieran Tierney, on the other hand, Tierney, every time he gets down the flank, and he gets to that bar line, what he will do, every time he crosses in, he's always picking out a man, and he's always picking it at the right time. And I think that is what we need. And I think, really, Arsenal should be looking at Kieran Tierney as a future captain. But hopefully, he will be starting this game. So I'm going to go with Kieran Tierney. We're going to go to the two centre-halves, the two centre-backs. First off, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. For me, Socrates is not cutting it. Socrates is not cutting it for me, and I want to bring Rob Holding into the squad. And to be honest, I don't know why Rob Holding is not being chosen. He is a brilliant defender. He looks one of those defenders that are really, really comfortable on the ball in whatever situation he's in. And I think that he could be the next Tony Adams. He could be, but we need to get the best out of him. So I'm going to go with Rob Holding. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with David Luiz. David Luiz didn't have a good game against Norwich. He really didn't. I think that he was at fault for one of the goals as well, not marking his man like he should have done. He was more or less ball watching instead of, keeping an eye on his man and where his man was going to travel. But hopefully he will put in a better performance. So I'm going to go with David Luiz. We're going to go to the midfield area, the two that sit in front. First off, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. I don't know why Lucas Torreira is not starting the game. It's baffling. I don't think Lucas Torreira had a bad game when he came on against Norwich. But I think, to be honest, he should have started. Torreira should have started. I don't know why he's being chosen. Like, he's not being chosen over the likes of, Willock and Guendouzi, because I think even Willock and Guendouzi have been quite poor the past couple of games, and I think Lucas Torreira should be starting, so I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. Playing alongside him, I'm actually going to go with Callum Chambers. I would like to see Callum Chambers as a defensive midfield, in that midfield part. I think that he will be a good partnership with Torreira. I think that Granit Xhaka, for me, he's too slow. And I don't think he should be playing alongside Torreira. Whereas Chambers, he's good with his pace. He's always picking the pass when necessary. He doesn't have to do the whole fancy tricks and stuff like that. Just keep it very, very simple. He's very good at his interceptions, because I think that's very, very crucial in terms of a defensive midfielder. So I think he will be able to do the job. So I'm going to go with Callum Chambers. I'm going to go to the attacking area, the three that sit in front. First off, out on the right, I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe. Why is this guy not starting? Why is Nicolas Pepe not starting? Nicolas Pepe is the player that we brought in for £72 million. What is Freddie Ljungberg seeing in training that's not making him pick Pepe to start a game? I would like to know, because I think that every time he's played, he's really, really trying. But I think at times Pepe is trying too hard. And I still think that we are not playing to Pepe's strengths at the moment. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe, because I would like him to start a game. I'm going to go to the left side, and I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. This guy needs to start a Premier League game. I'm sorry, he does. At the moment, Lacazette for me is not cutting it. for the past couple of games. Lacazette's been quite poor. He's been off the pace. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe it's a lack of confidence. Maybe it's because, you know, after everything what's going on with Unai Emery, I do not know. But I think for this game, I think that Lacazette needs to sit out and be dropped to the bench. So I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. And I think that Martinelli, he's been brilliant every time he plays. When Martinelli played against Norwich, he done more in the last 20 minutes than any other player did. So that speaks for itself. So I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. Playing in that number 10 role, I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil created some chances against Norwich. Some of them didn't come off. But leading up to Aubameyang's goals, Ozil was part of it. And I think given time, I think that Mesut Ozil will get back to his full strength again. So I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. Playing up front as a leading striker is going to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I've got no problem with him. Absolutely no problem. Aubameyang's getting us out of trouble every time. The 2 goals that he scored, I know one of them was a penalty and the other was, you know, a rebound. But I think that so far he's the guy that's getting us out of trouble. You know, when he's playing and he's got that armband, he's leading by example. So I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So guys, that has been my preview. That has been my predicted lineup. Let me know in the comments box as always. Do you agree? Do you disagree with my lineup? If not, what you would keep, what you would change, or if not, let me know of your 1 to 11. My predicted score for this game, it's going to be very, very tough. But I'm going to go with a draw 1-1. I still think it's going to be a tough game. And the performances that we've been going, the way our performances have been going at the minute, I just can't see us getting a win anytime soon until things start to pick up. Guys, if you are new to Arsenal TV, please make sure you are smashing that subscribe button, making sure you're hitting that notification bell so you do not miss another upload, making sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, which is very, very important, and making sure you are leaving your comments below. Guys, thank you to the new subscribers that have joined the channel. I very do much appreciate it. Guys, until my players' ratings tomorrow night, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.